This is Patricia, that's her sales funnel, and we're gonna fix it. So what is a sales funnel and how to get clients? So we're on the phone.
Adrian, she said, I'm broke. In 2 weeks I have to close my business and I don't have enough money to sustain myself and my family. Can we do this?
And this is a tough moment for me. I knew that Frank's mother is in trouble, and Frank is a cute little boy that always plays in the background with his dinosaur, Ralph. So every business has a sales funnel, but not every funnel works. And Patricia's funnel, for instance, was not working at all.
Every day I try to get clients. I call them, I email them, I try to get advertising, but none of this seems to work.
And at this moment, I knew that pressure was on. We had 2 weeks to make enough money to sustain her business, feed her family, and keep her running. The pressure was on. And that's one little funny thing. Patricia did everything right. She had her sales funnel, she was thinking about it, but she was doing it with the wrong mindset. So the sales funnel is made from 3 stages: the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Top of the funnel is a part where you get your clients to know you. They find you on the internet and they try to get what you do. The middle of the funnel is the part where you show your offer and what you do and how you can help them. In this part, the client is thinking about whether he is going to use your service or he is going to pick someone else. And the bottom of the funnel is the part where magic happens. The client buys your stuff and there is a part after that. You get the feedback from them and the testimonials to get more advertising in the top of the funnel. And believe me, Patricia did everything right. She had everything planned. But what was wrong? And first of all, I admire Patricia. She was thinking about it. She was really having a plan how to do it, but there was something wrong. And the first one was the biggest mistake possible. Patricia skipped everything that her client needed. Why? Well, because she skipped quite a few parts. She was jumping right into how she can help, what she offers, and of course, the price. And that's totally not the right place and time to do so. At this stage, we aim to capture the curiosity and the interest of your client. Think of it as a first date. You want to get them to know you and know what you do and how you can help them, but it's totally not the right time to propose to them or just give them the price. So in Patricia's case, we were focusing on the business consultations. She was advising managers and team leaders how to manage their team, how to solve their problem. So naturally, at the top of the funnel, she should focus on how to solve their problems and how to present this in the most effective and easy to understand way. That way, she would show someone that she knows her stuff, that she can solve his problem, and maybe by doing that, someone will be interested enough to hire her to help her team. So in theory, at this stage, someone is in 2 places. First place is that he doesn't know that he has an issue and the problem to solve. The second position is that he knows that he has the problem with his team, but he doesn't know where to start. He doesn't know where to find information and how to search for help. That's why it's really important that on the top of the funnel, you solve the problems and you show those problems. Because someone may be enough interested to find you and to search how he can contact with you to hire you to get you a job. So if you're interested in the process of making decisions and buying stuff, check out this card. In this video, I show you how we make decisions while talking about the pizza. So we sorted out the whole content placement and the top of the funnel. And that was good, but it wasn't the whole thing. Now it's time to move to the middle of the funnel, and it is the place where we start to add the secret ingredient. So Patricia already told her client what she do and that she can solve certain problems. She advertised herself, and now it's the part that she shows what she does and how she offers this help. So what Patricia was doing so far in this case? Well, not much, because she was doing it all in the first message that she was sending. Remember, she was doing this and that for this and that price, and no one was buying it. So I talked with Patricia and she struggled a lot.
Adrian, I don't get it. Why should I talk for 30 hours about the problem and the solution, where in other case I can call the client and within 15 minutes I can get the exact information that I need and know the problem and know the solution for this problem?
So this is the one problem that we have as humans. We rather spend 30 hours to get the solutions from tutorial in the time that we need, rather than contact with someone that knows his stuff or her stuff to learn how to solve our problem in 15 minutes. But when we are in our free time, we do not count our minutes or the time that we spend on YouTube or every other social media as something that we waste. And I know, it's a big mistake, but this is how it works. In this case, we need the top of the funnel to advertise ourselves and show these problems, and the middle of the funnel to show the features and the solutions and everything that we can do in this 15 minutes to solve the problems of our clients. And of course, mechanically, websites works wonders here. It works 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it's your best person in your company. It sells your offers non-stop, but it's the secret ingredient that you have to actually sell something. So we sat down with Patricia. We were trying to figure out the best way that we can provide the information for her clients. The offer, the advertising, and everything that we do on her website should be interesting enough to spark the curiosity, to invite someone to call her for 15 minutes, and there she could do her magic. She could convince someone that she knows her stuff and she can help you. And I tell you, it's all about building trust here. The more info about your testimonials, opinions, reviews you can provide, or the guaranteed outcome for the team building or business advice Patricia could provide, the better. It's the phase where your client is interested enough to talk with you, but not sure that the time that he or she spends with you is valuable enough to spend it. Our main point here was to say, come on, we have solutions. Call us and we will help you to get through your problems and build your team together. But Patricia already reached the bottom of the sales funnel. Someone bought her offer and wanted to work with her. Luckily, at this point, we can test it out and improve on it. But is it really that hard to buy something from her and pay for it? Well, yes and no. And first of all, the process of buying and getting what you paid for should be as easy and as intuitive as possible. And in Patricia's case, it was terrible. First of all, you have to contact with Patricia. You talk with her for 15 minutes and she tells you that she knows your problem, she can help you. She then makes you an invoice. You have to manually pay the invoice and then you have to contact her and make appointment to have another consultation. That's a whole back and forth email conversation and it's a pain to do so. And that's why I introduced the automatic calendar and automatic payment through Stripe. And after that, everything was on a single page. We had a calendar where you can schedule the meeting, and we have right away the payment process where you can pay from it from your credit card or bank transfer or anything else. And heads up, because on the next step at the bottom of the funnel, we have the secret ingredient that I was talking about. So we got our first client. Great! When Patricia started working with this client, she gave her everything. She included the extra PDFs to help him to get through this process. Then she gave her consultations and so of course she answered every question that he has. It was awesome. And no wonder, because it was the first time when she had her first client for so long. Her enthusiasm and joy was all over the place. And she was working really hard to get the first impression right. And it was the best choice that she could have. Why? Because when the client is at the stage when he just had the first consultation and you solve his problems and he sees the results that you can bring, it's the best place to ask him for a feedback. And by doing that, you get two informations. First of all, you get the info what you did right and what you get better next time. But after that, if the feedback was really positive, you can ask him if you can use this feedback as a testimonial on your webpage. That way, with this strategy, you can get up to 100% testimonials from every client that you acquire. And that's huge, because right away you build your social proof, your testimonials, and you show that you know your stuff. And there is one really important truth to be told. Promise less than you can deliver, and then deliver more than you promised. And that's the easiest way to get the clients to this joyful state that they are working on. But wait, there's more. And now it's the trick part, the secret ingredient, the secret sauce that I have for you. In the bottom part of the sales funnel, try to convince your client to refer you to other clients. It's that simple, but from my experience, almost no one do it. Why? I don't know, but the studies show that the question about the referral at the end of your service or at the end of your work can increase your sales by at least 10%. If you master this strategy, you can get around 20 to 30%. In my case, it's 20. In case of Patricia, it's around 10 because we are just starting out. And do you see this perpetual movement here? You want to create a system, and that's what we do for Patricia. We created a system that was repeatable, that she could repeat every client to acquire even more clients. And here are the results. At the first month, it was barely enough to sustain herself, her business, and her family. But over the 3 next months, we skyrocketed, and her business went from one single entrepreneur to hiring more people to serve those clients. And here's the point. If you are looking to boost your sales and increase your revenue for your business, watch this video. There I will help you how to boost your sales. Trust me, it's awesome.